Okay, perhaps maybe I'm not too bright. And every expert welder is telling me I'm wrong. But I like to go rogue once in a while and just play with my own things. And I've got a BX 25 that I've had since 2012. So it's a 2010 model. I got about 3,200 hours on it. And my front bucket edge is worn and very rounded underneath. So the front half here is very round, which makes it hard to control sometimes in certain situations. So what I did is I bought myself some spring steel for leaf springs, and I'm hoping to build a wire feed flux core mild steel welded on here. Now there's the weld seam with the old thing. I could buy one of these locally from Kubota. They said they supply them for $289 or something crazy. This piece of steel was $85, and it was curved when it comes to the spring shops, but they straightened this out for me for no additional charge. So I don't know. They just put it in a big press and just straightened her all out quite nicely. So my next step here, and I've drawn the line not accurately, I just drew a line to have a look. It's a bit thin here compared to here. So I don't know, I think I might use a skill saw with a metal blade to cut that. I also have a plasma torch, which I've not set up yet, and I have oxyacetylene. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I was going to try a metal blade, friction blade on a skill saw, and see if I can make that work and cut that off. And I want to weld to the flat part of here, and it should stick out about the same, a little more distance, and we'll see. Okay, enough rambling. That's 2.5 minutes of it. So I started with a skill saw and realized it's cutting an awfully wide slot. So I graduated back to, I guess that's graduating back to a cutoff wheel. I think it's, what is it, 1/16, and it's working marvelously. So we'll see how that goes. Wrong again. I said 1/8, but it's actually 3/64. So it works pretty good. A word of caution when doing the end cut: this strip of steel is super hot and it expands and is very springy. And I thought it might happen, I wasn't sure, but yeah, you don't want to get that in the face. Well, you know, it's thin enough that I need to get it up tight with the other one. And so I used a few clamps. Just about everything I own. There's still a few more around somewhere. But yeah, she's nice and snug. Can't really see any daylight under there. So hopefully we're going to be able to weld this. And it won't crack. I don't know. We'll see. Expert welders. They warned me. Okay. I hear some weird creaking, cracking noises. Not sure what it is. But anyway, experts also said start in the middle and work your way out. So I'm going to do that. As heat penetrates that bar and the bucket, everything expands. So if you heat it from the middle out, there'll be less chance of failure, I guess. It might all crack and fall off eventually, but you know, Gotta try. That's the way I do things. I'll also admit I'm no professional welder. I've dabbled, and this is the machine I'm using. This is the settings I'm using on 220. Hopefully it's working. Well, the welds ain't perfect, but I'm working with 035 wire, and I'm an amateur. But I'm sure it'll hang in there. I'm not sure if there's penetration here or not, but I'll check that out. Touch it up. Same over here. Oh, maybe I didn't even do that spot yet. Yeah, I guess I didn't do that spot. And same there. Or maybe I did the single pass, but it looks like there's a spot I missed in there. Hard to tell, but we'll give it a shot. Redo it. Penetration, penetration, penetration. Well, my amateur welding and stuff, that's about 4-5 hours of farting around. It ain't perfect, but I got a new edge, and that's what counts. And these are weld-on, and when I get her all dirty and everything, scraped up, polished up, it will be fine.